all the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So only party will look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something, yeah. And they walked away.
And they walked away. Good evening and welcome to another episode of your favorite talk show, the Talk to M show, where they come to you every Tuesday on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And I am your favorite host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. You will listen to me on radio right now, 99.3 FM. Thank you. You will watch me live on Facebook as well. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Today we get an amazing show for you as usual. I know I don't talk and say. I know that I don't agree, I don't overuse them, and they continue for talking because that's the best way for describing the show. It's an amazing show. It's always a learning show. It's basically they learn a lot, by reading that they say, how they conduct my research, what they see, and all that kind of stuff. So, sit back, relax as we get an amazing time where they can spend together, where they can discuss critical topics and things that we face every day, things that we experience every day, things that we don't normalize in this country, things that we based on how they raise we, based on how we grow up, we think certain things and they're normal, then correct, they're okay. In we head, they're fine, and actually we don't know how much we did traumatize other people in the process. We don't know how much they affect the lives of other people negatively. We don't know how much other people how much pain we cause other people in based on reactions. And so we can't talk about some of them things there. So today's topic is a continuation of what we've been able to talk about the past couple of weeks. And we examine some of the causes of mental health disorder. Because if I had known, now first I don't start before I go into the substance abuse part, the thing that people in the take, for as coping strategies in air quotes. So, but I not go, not bad still. You don't follow the show, you go understand where they coming from. And so, we can talk about some of the things there, where they make people mentally disturbed. We not go handle all because then I will not get time for handle all thing, but we go select. We'll be very selective for handle few of them things there. So we open them up, dissect them, which man say unpack, and then we look at them. Yourself within us, you can be a part of the conversation. You can send a text message on 079-994-993, or you can call you on 079-994-993 and also be a part of the conversation. Now, like I always say, I am not the highest grade of reading in the dispensary, nor am I the strongest avenger. Within that I mean, I'm not Sabi Outing, I'm not an expert. But based on research, based on experience, based on talking to people, based on reading books, listening to podcasts, I don't get so much information, and this is an avenue for share with our land, to people young people where they come up with they try to figure out this thing called life. So that's exactly why we designed the show, for coach and mentor the next generation. Thank you again for being a part of the show. Sit back, relax. We get 1 hour, and trust me, you will enjoy this 1 hour. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we can talk about the topic in detail.
For this one where we did, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I no go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of a man, no, not to the end of in life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me follow it pop up. Famous na the name now. You know go say, you don't know me now. Now me son is scatter the party now. Even you baby they calling now. Cause I me they make all man they study now. You next on the beats now. The people just they grace, just they dance now. Yeah, they just a dance now, they just a carry now. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead.
All right, I'm moving ahead. Just as we move ahead with the show. Welcome back, and we get small technical glitch, so you're not going able for watch me on Facebook. However, you can listen to me on radio right now on 99.3 FM. If you get your computer, just or your phone, you're using phones now, you go on Radio Garden and try for look for the dial 99.3 FM. Just search digitally. If you're supposed to be able to pick this dial, and you will listen to the show as well and gain more. Or if you're not able at this point, don't worry. You always listen to the recorded version of the show, and I always also upload snippets of the show on my social media platforms, so you can look for me up on any of the social media platforms at Mulku Bangura, MulkuEmyubangura on Facebook. You will see me there. I can upload most of the snippets in there, or you can look for me on TikTok as well. Mulku Bangura on TikTok. You will see me there. Or you can also like my page, the Talk to M Show page on Facebook, and you will see some of the things I post there. I'm also on LinkedIn, a professional social media platform, where I use for also post some of the snippets of my shows for my international audience. So thank you again for being a part of the show. Sit back, relax, and let's take this journey together. Now, last week, I'll not be able to do the show for one reason or the other, but we'll play a repeated version of the show. But the week before, we had Dr. Songo Koidioma. We can talk about some of the plant-based medicines and synthetic medicines, and how witness some of the effects women get on the body. And we talked about a lot. Talked about cannabis. Talked about mushrooms. Talked about a little bit about ayahuasca, and we talked about the synthetic drugs. Them we basically it's been administered by doctors, prescribed by doctors. We a lot of people are abusing nowadays. Talk about the morphine. Talk about fentanyl. We also talk about, and the most popular, the one they will know, with the young people where they sabi, where they're exposed to the ecstasy and Molly. We talk about how destructive then substances they are, and how the middle class are mostly affected by these substances, and they know they talk about how much, because it's easy for point finger attack kush babona states, because now actually you see the visible impact on, you see so foot nine body, you see coherent, you see and I would any side pass to the see, because it's easy, like a visible, easy for point finger. But these same people pointing the fingers, now then they take the ecstasy and Molly quietly when they want to party, sometimes in a room, some unknown functional addict, and these are actually people that their lives have been slowly ebbing away based on the effects of some of these substances. And some man they go take tramadol, they mix tramadol with vodka, and we examine all them. Then things they are so how harmful they be to a society, and how we for elevates, how important it is for elevates these conversations and talk about these things and bring a calm to the fore, so that people then will begin aware of how they slowly lose we middle class, because we don't normalize abnormal things and they pretend as if they are not even happening now this week country. So we talked about that, and we it was a successful conversation. You don't want me YouTube as well. You don't want YouTube channel. So if you go type Mulku Sulaiman Bangura on YouTube, you will see and they we, me and Dr. Song will be to talk about that, and also on all my social media platforms where I just don't mention. So now today we can talk about some of the causes. Which are some of the things that really cause mental health disorders. I mean, like I say in my opening statement, we not go able talk about all the things that really cause mental health disorder. Neither list all the disorders them. But based on my experiences living in Sierra Leone, studying in Sierra Leone, was born here, I don't live in all my life basically. I able for relate with a lot of things the way over time I don't learn say they're incorrect, they are wrong, they are actually anomalies, and they are things are not supposed to happen. but I see them happening, and we will come point out some of the happenings now within our mental health disorder. So basically, now a way for categorize your kind sickness we get mentally. Now not just mental health disorder. So the Whitman designed a very fine way so that thing will get a language for use for categorize within you mentally in your head, within the go on with you in your head. And now within are some of the causes them where they get you to that place still we make Whitman they categorize you say well something to you. So of course they get the different list of them. Um, Bipolar disorder is one, schizophrenia is another one. Um, then gets like I say a plethora of them. I'm not going to call it all, but like as we go by, we go talk about them. The common ones that where you know depression, anxiety, panic attacks. These are the ones that we commonly we commonly which we common with people and know about. But the other very solid disorder then we not go for talk too deeply about them. Of course, personality disorders were very dangerous. You get psychopath, you get PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. These are all the different types of disorder them, and these are things that we actually they affect the brain. I mean, they call them mental health. That now your brain practically they affect, and any way they affect the brain, basically they affect other parts of your body. They affect other functional parts of your body, and these sicknesses medically the, through research there haven't been what's the word enough people like we get malaria then give you chloroquine you well. There haven't been a real solution to the like a real like medical medication when it will heal you for them, right? This then disorder they are so because they affect the brain. So which one is still a research and still a study, people and still spend a lot of money researching what's the best way for treat people with mental disorders. So then I'm really they look for the words them way then they look for what the way people more they look for. So then get coping strategies. Then get treatments then within they administer for manage the disorder, for just manage the pain, the stress, just manage the symptoms. Okay, so that it not go gets worse to the point suicide and will lose the patient. So that's why these are very critical and difficult things the way you are affected by them. Some of them are preventable, some of them some people are actually born with them. So there are some people in way their mental health were caused by genetic disorder. Some man are so them born them. Okay. When them born them, some of in gene something wrong with in gene. So then come they're not okay. So these are the kind of people that we sometimes can get like social disorders. People that we look for the word now. Okay, I go think about it. But there's a perfect movie of why I always like what I always reference to them people and the accountant. It's acted now Ben Affleck in that movie there. So these are people that we they're very brilliant people, but it's just they get social disorder. They know they read social cues and they just deal like out in the. It's actually they were born like that. They're not out of color. They know it's not like something we then get a choice in. They not choose for the like and they were born like that. One member go scream the disorder in him. So that's an example of people that we were born with a certain disorder we don't get control over. Of course, brain chemistry. But I just talk about it. Medical conditions, chronic illnesses, prenatal exposure. Now, one thing where we're not keen know is this. When woman get belly, and this country now I see, especially we men them. Let's say this thing. If you're not a man or you're not a boy picking, you listen to me. The way boy picking, most men them we ignorant about a woman's body and about what women that they go through. is appalling. It's, I don't know what's the language for use. It's disgraceful that we ego as men is so big to the point where we feel say we understand women and we know nothing about women. We can make, when you don't give you woman belly, now you impregnate them, now you give them belly, you're not able to understand the baggage where pregnancy they come with. And so what's in they happen when that woman is pregnant, because of the pregnancy, this is a biological thing, and again it gets zero control of them. It gets too many hormonal dysfunction. A lot of hormones they run through in body, because now that hormonal change now actually they form the help for make that pekin they grow, make that pekin become pekin, make all the organs they all grow in belly. So because of their hormonal change that woman get for the experience several feelings, including mood swings. It get for complain, it get for grumble, it get for torment. It go look more, it suck to you, it go curse you, it go confuse. Sometimes it go able sleep na net. Sometimes it go vomit pass mark. They go through all them symptoms there, all them conditions there. Sometimes they can just pick on you, pick fight, just for nothing, just from make you plabber no more. For they can do all them things and you sit down, you allow your ego and you think this woman for able for control and feelings control in check. And so what's in there happen when that pregnant woman, because of in condition, do something to you, you ace and you slap her. You psychologically torture them. Sometimes some man they slap a man. Or the word way go tell that woman they go make that woman they go just misguide state. The word way go tell you, man. You go take it in one kind of way. You go even force you, man, for do things that we're not supposed to do while it is in pregnant state. While it is in pregnant state, you go make that woman they go get water na well, make it ace heavy rubber, make that woman they go cook almost hour, make that woman they go sell. Even when the pregnancy, the belly don't strong, so you the sit on house or you the idleness, that woman they go sell, they go work, you they put that woman under serious pressure. You as the man, where you supposed to look after that woman when that woman pregnant. I'm saying all of this to say, now some of them things then they can make the pikin where they inside the woman in belly, you young pikin, you young seed, because of the stress where the woman gets. That pikin they can grow, and they grow, I suppose, for grow naturally. Then now man go born that pikin, something wrong with them. Now man go born that pikin, some brain cells that we supposed for grow, I supposed for grow, not grow like the way for grow. Now man go born that pikin, something wrong with the way the pikin. First of all, we get some man in the way get, we do man get belly. Every net in the cost and make plaba. Every net in the make plaba. It will cost a woman, beats the woman, tell all kinds of things. And so woman themselves when they get pregnant, the society and environment where they find themselves, all in the cost, all in the big plaba, all in a la la, all in a noise. One thing we know they don't understand is spiritually, that picking within inside our belly, whatever surrounding in itself is directly affected by happenings in that surrounding. If na mommy causing the cost that I compound every day, you get that belly, that picking inside that belly, you get that mommy cost. That picking they live in a mommy cost. That picking they basically absorb everything that has been said. If it did not also sign a prayer host and they pray all the time, and they pray now good energy, good vibe, that picking they feed off from that good energy, that good vibe. I think I am veering away from what I say. I'm saying all of this to say, when that picking get belly, when that woman get belly, picking off get belly, when that woman get belly, right? Now the care and comfort where they receive, now you go make that picking inside belly go for become an excellent baby, and at the same time it go in the right environment. And there is another say it not go happen, no say no get mental disorder, but the risk low, extremely low, for make that pikin be born with a mental disorder because of the environment we offensive. So some of them prenatal causes there. So now they make pikin, they be born, something happened to them as it come out in Canada's world. Now let's move past that one day. Let me cancel. Oh, by the way, the man the way they rape the woman the way they get belly. Now back at the talk to so. You way they rape you man we get belly. Yes, I know said the woman supposed for if you married, the woman supposed to get sex frequently. But that don't mean say for rape am. Because if you do that, that pain where they inflict in that woman, that pikin they feed off of that pain day. And that's how you teach you pikin. And that's how you that I will never talk about that a whole lot. I'll never talk to women them about a lot of things them, but today not to that I can't talk about. I just like mention that. The other thing where they cause mental disorder. Now neglect and abandonment. You where they born you pikin. Una where they we go for advocates for put law. Some man you know fit born pikin at this world. Some man no fit born pikin. You where they born you pikin. You get the bold mind, you abandon that pikin just because you not like the partner we born with him. Or just because the partner treats you badly, you abandon the pikin. God now they go judge you. No amount of hate what you get for the parent for make you abandon your pikin. Because waiting they happen like that pikin we don't abandon, that gap we don't create in your life. That pikin they go always fill that gap and go always chase after that gap. It go always chase after, especially if na girl pikin. When you born girl pikin, and then you man and they talk to you man, you abandon your girl pikin because you not like the mommy. You left your girl pikin because you and the mommy on make plaba. That girl pikin they grow up forget daddy issues. You listen what I mean? It always go to seek validation from a man, from a father figure. Sometimes, Lord assume say a mama go get another man in life. Some man then they very ruthless, then very carefree. Then they can embrace that girl picking they ask their own. And so that girl picking still they get that gap because him daddy day. But in daddy know the show and I love this. So that girl picking they live with questions in his mind. Why me daddy don't abandon me? Why me daddy don't left me like I don't left me so? So constantly because of that gap day, that girl picking they gets that mental trauma day. Because in papa no day and in no saying papa they alive in papa no like him, you could ask yourself in question, why me? Why me? You see the problem we don't put by that picking, you see the mental disorder we don't create by that picking, and because of that is that problem there, that picking will become a rebel, that picking will become somebody with constantly chase the validation of men, especially old men, because in your heart that is a gap that is missing, and it constantly chases. Some they even go into very bad practices, bad coping strategies, and bad coping habits, and then that's so they begin to take drugs and go on the street because now they get them happiness and they get them peace, all because you the man, because no like the mommy, you say you abandon the mommy, abandon the pikin. You evil woman, same to yourself. You don't like the pa, you don't like the man in family, you don't like the man, whatever reasons, whatever, I don't care your reasons, you make your presence in that pikin in life, you deprive them of that experience, forget a mama, a motherly figure. That pikin cannot be the same. It not be the same again because nobody can take the place of a mother. And because of that gap they create a mental, now make pikin they get mental disorder. Some they get some are bipolar because then they act like mama and then they act like a pikin because that part of their life is missing. They don't get them, so then they look for something for fill that gap. It's a gap that needs to be filled. Nature does not allow empty space. Now, so it's just a natural rule. It's just a rule. Now, don't me make them. So you have to be there. You have to be there. You man, you woman. These are all things that really cause some of the mental disorder there. Let's move, go before small. Let me talk about low self-esteem. This topic I ever handle now 2 weeks at the handle for. The way I don't see. Because then talk how they talk so they look they sweet me. Low self esteem. I am, now I don't say it was, I am actually a victim of low self esteem. And the reason why I say that I am a victim because I grew up in a household where I been get issues with me papa. This is more personal, but I think I need for share if I for really talk to you out there. Because my papa, he was a very good man. I mean, one of the best. He was very responsible, take care of me, send me to school, pay me fees. He was there for me. But because of the way we grew up, with the way in papa raise him up, it feels say that's the best way for raise speaking. That's the only way, no other way, no day. And so, one of the things everybody do to me frequently now for tell me bad word them and tell me words and say, oh, I'm not capable, I'm useless, I'm careless, I'm this, I'm that. Not knowing that those words actually had a very negative impact on my life. Because slowly it begin kill me confidence as a young man. Because if my papa said those words to me, the possible way I look for validation from the most, then it means say those words are actually true. Nobody no go tell me anything else where I go believe. It took me years for actually decide say no, I'm not going to listen to those words. Because they are coming from somebody where they project ill pain on me. And so that particular thing they're not going to listen to them. It took me years to understand that. Because he was also traumatized. He was dealing with his own pain from waiting papa do him. And so he's only re-traumatizing me in the process. And I failed to re-traumatize my son. I know they do that and they told me picking. When you say words like you useless, you know useless picking. You know can't better in this world. You know damn stupid babo. We do not know the weight of these words we say to our children. But trust me, you facing a Pekin, you're not going to understand those words never depart from the ears. And words, once you've said them, you cannot unsay them. Once you don't talk them, you don't really sound like you must. It's done. Now you make a lot of man and a lot of women and they struggle with low self-esteem because they just feel say they are not worthy enough for being in certain rooms, be in certain place, get certain jobs, be promoted, then just not feel worthy enough. And so they are always just comfortable living in a small corner outside Andy. You know they hear their voice, you know they hear their outside. But some of them can be extremely brilliant. They can be extremely resourceful, extremely productive, just because of them parents them or people around them and guiding them. Don't demolish them. Self-confidence by the words they said to them. It don't affect them mentally. It don't affect them mentally. When people in the talk now so, as you want to talk, so shut up. You're not picking. If you can't talk, who's a big one they talk. Where papa, where picking can ask you a question. Why they can ask me that question? Who are you? Where you fool so? Words, all those words. That picking don't ever forget those words. And those words actually they get impact on your life. And that's how that picking they grow up. They grow up with they grow up in that state they for say, oh, me papa not take me, papa say I useless. Me I useless so, me a fool so. That's what me papa say, that's what me mama say. Be careful. Stop for use negative words on you picking. Stop using negative languages on you picking. Stop using languages that kills the confidence of children. They affect them mentally. I know how they preach right now. Now pastor don't preach. They may back they can preach on Tuesday. I no go tired for talk because these are actual. Now the home it starts. The picking the way they see in the street, people the way they see in the street, the one way they meet outside, they all came from somebody. They came from at least two people. and they are a product of who side them come from. And the reason why they are a product of who side them come from, now some of them things here we don't normalize now with society. When they sit down, so they eat cost picking, they don't mind like you bully or cost picking, look at the picking bad word, but you laugh am. Nobody no go say stop for the use negative languages on the picking. Nobody no go reprimand that parents. Even you self-consciously, you have to be conscious of the fact that you need to stop re-traumatizing your kids. Not because of how they men you now, so you can men you picking them by bullying them, saying negative things to them, killing their confidence, making them get low self-esteem. Make them able to team up na crowd again for talk na public. Make them able to team up for talk amongst them, company them. Make them feel safe. They not get enough information for even share any side where they defend themselves. These are the people that if they go in, they work in a team, they will never be. You know where you're there. They can just mind them. The way you ask them for talk. If you go near, I talk to her. You realize say smart oh, but why you know they talk? Like just man, I don't like for talking no more na public na lie. Then killing confidence. And I possibly they very close to where it depend on na do that they told them. Why? Why are we doing that to our children? If you not you born and safe, elevate that Peking by the words you say, so that Peking go grow up for become somebody where you go admire. You go for point your finger, say, I am responsible for that product they with him. So what can you say about the Peking we go now you host right now? What can you say about that Peking? And that thing that we don't kill that Peking confidence for let he gain them back. It takes the grace of God for he gain confidence stemming from low self-esteem. Even at school, you teacher, where you teach that Peking at school, you not get one patient. In fact, now it don't worse. Now, when they teach the Peking at school, if you Peking fail, you the teacher now you begin to point finger. Now you can last kaka. I'm on the radio, and I'm sorry for using that language. But teacher then that they tell them picking them. Look the last one. I ain't fool today. You teacher, you they reinforce negative stereotype on a Peking where you supposed for teach. You not realizing say actually nobody's actually stupid. Nobody's actually useless. Perhaps they are not just cut out for waiting you to teach them. They are designed for something separate, but you can't instill negative stereotype on that Peking. You are not helping. You teacher, you are not helping. Now, when they go give money, you don't know give money. Say not to better Peking and no better not to sober Peking and none. Re-traumatizing your children, re-traumatizing people Peking in a school, reinforcing negative stereotype and making them as if they're not getting nothing for offer in this world. That is not right. Kills the confidence of children and reinforcing low esteem. It's not a good thing. We'll go take a short break and we'll come back. We can continue this conversation.
Tomorrow, next tomorrow, the story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now. It don't get better now. Famous standing name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like I they buy now. Turn up, miss me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we dey, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of the man know. not to the end of the line.
Yes, not the downfall of a man is not the end of his life. Welcome back again. This is now your favorite talk show, the Talk to M show. They come to you every Tuesday, 8 p.m. on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And me now, your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. If you're listening to me right now on radio 99.3, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You can also be a part of the show by sending a text message on 0799949993 or you call on 0799949993. We apologize today because small technical glitch. We're not able to show the program on Facebook, but you could definitely get to watch a snippet of the show on my social media handles. I can do snippets and send a day. I go post the whole show on my YouTube, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. If you go on YouTube, you just subscribe to that link there and click like, and at the same time, so as I do up any new video, you will get an update. And also I'll upload snippets on TikTok and LinkedIn and Facebook as well after the show. So thank you. Today we'll talk about mental health disorder and some of the causes them really cause mental health, and we'll look at specifically some of the things that really the causes them we relatable to with society when a salon. So earlier I will talk about a particular disorder where I had to all blank on. So it's called autism actually, and so we get a number of people in our way suffer from autism, really struggle from autism. I remember when I was younger, when I be small, I come up, people who have autism would laugh them, we not be understand why they then be like that. And this is why they mention some of the people who really get mental disorder based on genetic malfunction or prenatal malfunction. So yes, so people who really struggle from autism, they not they understand social cues. They don't understand what's in me to they understand what we brain they when it's the social cues, like when somebody talks something funny they laugh, or they're able to stay focused on a certain thing where you do watch and enjoy. They're basically in your head they're abnormal. But and it's also on the spectrum actually. So what I mean by on the spectrum means they can get this for lack of a better word, simple tables identity, and at that table there now they put so they by type. They by type. But one thing that's undeniable about autistic people, them their extreme, them brain power is extreme. It's beyond your imagination as you are normal. People who are autistic on a certain spectrum, they're extremely wise, smart, brilliant, and I don't know, some of them are geniuses. Anything them put attention in doing and then give them brain power in, they can be excellent in those things. You just need to find within that person they like and within they put attention in. Anyway, enough of autism. Now, we'll talk about the causes that we they lead to some of the mental health you know uh, disorders them. We don't talk about low self-esteem at their end before they move now to the next one. Some of the social issues them we face every day we cause mental health. Now, I understand say the worst don't start. And first of all, I wish all the one the way all my listeners them, when WAS students them, good luck with the prepared for the WAS exams. Good luck, and just keep on studying, and good luck in all your examinations. And I pray you come out in flying colors. But you for study, now last year I remember say about 10,000 Pekin not be able for they're not be able for go sit the well initially they're not be able for go sit the WAS result, the WAS, sorry, 10,000, not to 10, not to 100, not to uh not 10,000 I talk about, so 10,000 picking I'm not on Monday. Now by that 10,000 they fortunately I understand say I think they say 4,000 are duplicate number, and then another 4,000 and be able for go and go re-register them for sits the private was, and 2,000 they don't know what happened to the 2,000. Now 2,000 picking them, but that 2,000 they I'm highly suspecting say the girl picking them go back up past the boy picking them, but that 2,000 picking, let's say you get 1,200 girl picking them inside that group there. Ask yourself this question: what if you see them 1,200 girl picking they do right now? Just ask yourself that question there and hold on. This year, Now 4,000 picking them not able to take the last examinations. 4,000. 4,000 picking, not 400 or 4,000 picking all over the country not able to take the last exams. For, I mean, a number of reasons. I mean, we can spend another radio show for talk about those reasons. Some are actually, um, you know, technical. Some are procedural challenges. Some systems. I mean, we can talk about those things, but we're not talking about that right now. We need to justify why 4,000 picking are not seats. We're looking at them 4,000 picking there holistically. Like I said, by then 4,000 picking there, you get 2,000 some hundred. Where I'm very certain now women and girl picking them, and the rest now man them. Wait till if you see them ever can do for the next few months, or sometime if they ever even apply for private ones till December. Wait till if you see them ever do for the next couple of months. When picking they go school, they don't get this. They are mostly under serious stress, especially when at this worst level. It's a very difficult times now in life because they're at the crossroads of becoming, some becoming an adult, some living on their own or being responsible. Now, at this point, they actually decide for believing whatever systems we're working with during these times. And then the system where they don't tell them for so long say, oh, you have to go to school, you have to be educated, sit to the worst, study hard, sit the worst examination, and then you go to college, you spend 4 years in college, where you don't commodity, you go work, and that's how you actually become a better person in society. So anybody who go to school believes in that whole teachings there. You believe in them. Well, I don't say anybody. 90% of the people that goes to school believes that is the right way for come up from the poverty level and come up to the middleman or the middle level earners, right? If that became now at that stage where they're about now the crossroads of going to university and go pursue something, the same system failed that picking day. Number one, which state if you say that picking day? These are the people in now we not believe in any system we will put right now in this country. They don't believe in the educational system, they don't believe in the examination system, they don't believe in the governing system, they don't believe in anything. It's very hard for them to believe in the system. Say the system they work. And so what's in they happen, then they go create their own system. They are going to be forced to create an alternate system that works for them. You don't have control over that system there because they are already mentally sick. They don't mentally believe in that old system there. That are the one they still want for pursue and go further. The other one then they're not wasting time. Then they go figure out something. Who knows waiting at that something there? That's how lives are being destroyed. Because at that tender age they're impressionable to anything. And because they're impressionable to anything, people can take advantage of the current situation. Mentally, that child or that boy or that girl, they are gone. It takes the grace of God for few of them for still hold on, go sit private to us, or go find job do, go find something do, or something like that. Some this is the only chance they have to go to college. Then this year they lost the number one sponsor. Either he die or he change his mindset and they go and they not get money again, or you not seeing job. You not get job for pay that picking school fee and college fee again. What happens in the life of that boy or that girl? What happens in the life of that boy or girl where you don't pumped up, you don't study, you don't prepare for this thing, don't get this thing, and mentally you don't tell yourself, so this is my path and journey in life, this is where I'm going. And then a name not come up. With a handle small. We'll talk about the one that we know sits the exams first. A name not come up. Which state that picking day good day now? Which state he good day? How devastating would that be for that kid a boy, a girl, mostly 16, 15, 17 years, sometimes 18, how devastating it be for them. Because the name no come, they're not able to go sit the exams at all. If you can wait another 1 full year, they do waiting. 1 whole year, they do waiting for 365 days. They do what? That child is going to be traumatized. That child is going to be mentally unstable, and they believe in any system again. Say the system they work for. We do not think about these things in detail. That's why we allow them to they happen to them picking there. And because perhaps you are not directly affected by them picking, you don't care. But these are actual human beings. They are children to parents. And we allow this system fail them. We as the stakeholders, we as the parents, we with the gap go work every day. We don't fail them picking there. So duty bearers, we don't fail them picking there. We don't traumatize them picking here. We don't and if you sit on a host they talk say you are part of the problem. If you sit on a host they talk say now explain the part, you are part of the problem. If you sit on a host say, oh, I face the same thing, you are part of the problem. Because you face the same thing, so the next person for face the same thing, why do they continue a cycle of re-traumatizing young people and destroying the next generation? This is exactly why things are the way they are, or even don't get worse. Because you normalize it, you think it's okay, you think it's normal. It is not normal. That is not how a society develops. It is not. You have to be intentional about changing waiting not they happen for people. Feel for people. Be empathetic. It doesn't mean because you go through them, that means that they are picking for go through them. You have failed a whole generation, and you have to hold yourself accountable. And some of you actually willingly participate in that day, and you are part of the problem. Because I even made for understand, say, governments produce a list. I think in February or so, where they complain, say almost 1,000 schools now, only 2,000 schools no more. I think 2,000, I think over 30,000 or 20,000 schools, something. Only 2,000 schools no more don't submit to, but the school also had their own challenges. Systems, you can't tell me say for upload BRS on internet services. I not get internet at my school. You don't give me allowance for internet service. You don't give me allowance. You don't even teach me how to upload. The system will not shut down ahead of time, before time. All lengthy and why I talk about. So there are people that are responsible for these things, and they are making this decision affecting the lives of young boys and girls. They don't care. They don't want to know. They don't want to know how badly they affect this generation. And MPK and never can take over. So you tell me what system would MPK will believe in if the system have failed them? Now can't tell you one the way. Then sit. But for one reason or the other, why I call the result? God knows we don't see all kind of flimsy excuse with the donkey. Some man don't sit down, they expect say you go forget a good result, good grade. Then why decides to say no. We see somebody write notes on your paper saying you the spy. When actually in actual fact, they're not back up with any evidence for support that conjecture. Sometimes they can say, oh, una center, then suspect her of spying. So everybody in that center, they're all there. So can you imagine everybody that picking amongst them, that picking good and they don't get his expectations? Then why season results? For consider another 1 year. Waiting you feel say good run through that picking in mind. How you gonna wake up every morning? Waiting you think about every day. It's a burden on the society, and it is not right. Why the innocent for being punished for the crime committed by one person or few people? Why the people a system not in place for all the people who are accountable, let them suffer for the crime instead of punishing a whole bunch? Because we inability for be thorough in setting up systems we effectively go hold those responsible. You see, all man for be responsible. You don't suffer that picking. You know waiting for do. Some they go back go through that same pain a whole year, spend a lot of money, it is spend back. That money we don't spend first. In parents and back for can begin pay transport, go so register school, pay school fee, pay lesson fee. It's a cost. Wait, if I don't save and put other side, they can spend back that money for make that picking they go through. Why are we re-traumatizing our society? Now all the cause mental instability, mental disorder in the lives of young picking them. Some of them picking there so when they sit the exams, then they expect it and get the requirement. Now, that's a whole conversation on its own. I need to talk about that. I know Sabi why the marking scheme. I don't know which marking, whatever they use. I'm not privy to that. All I'm looking at the effect some of them thinks they get on them picking there. Some of them brilliant speaking there. They talk about brilliant speaking the way they go, they have these expectations. When the results come out and then fall below expectations, we have seen picking them take their lives in this country because of they get poor results. We've seen that. I remember I posted that in one day, status, where they talk about how badly this thing don't become to the point Usai picking and they take their lives because of they feel victimized or they fall below standards and the expectations they have been crushed. And so if you get to the point where they think about suicide, contemplate suicide, then it has become really, really worse. Who knows the pressure with that picking they be under? The societal pressure, the parental pressure. Who knows the people that will be depend on this picking for perform at the highest level and now they're able to deliver. Who knows that pressure they on that picking in aid at the time as they prepare for the exams and now results come out and not get the exams. I'm talking about those ones that are affected by a failed system. I ain't about them full one the way go sit and the right to rubbish they expecting them for pass through. No. Or the one the way they go pay for let them pass through. No. I'm talking about those that genuinely studied hard and they are brilliant kids. Then continuous assessments have spoken, say they are picking away people they will deserve, forget good grades, and then they sit and then they don't make them grades based on one kind inadequate and a system where not able to grade them accordingly. What you think say they happen to them picking it? For let picking get the ideation, say that will take me life. Do you know how hard it is for take you life? God forbid. For that picking get to that level, and you as a parent or a guardian not even spot that in the you need to get any conversation with you picking for understand how they think like, for understand, for talking through the system have failed them, and how you for encourage them, how you for even encourage them, talk to them, just make it feel like say he's not a failure or she's not a failure. Like that actually is a phase you have to pass for make you become stronger. I know that's something we will never think about. No, not ideate the thought of suicide. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thought. Please never ideate it. And you as a parent, it's your responsibility for manage the expectations with the pikin. At the same time, talk to that pikin and encourage them. Make them not get to that level and get to that point. We got a quick caller. Let me hear you take it for say.
Hello.
You name me outside the call from, please.
My name Arun Abdul because from Lestavur.
Yes. Go on. You go 1 minute.
There's somebody, one lady this afternoon, they asked me say they give them for send code to me. So I will call the code for her later. But me no see no code.
Okay, this is not a talk to M show. I'm sure you either called the wrong number or maybe it's something different. But thank you so much for calling. You can call back again, maybe something else. Okay, so as I say, we for pay attention to picking them and pay attention to waiting then get for say, pay attention to your expectations, be careful, manage your expectations so you not go drive you beginning to the point Osai then they think something extremely dreadful. Please, because this system where we create, say it's a system people have to go through for validate them and certify them for become professionals. That system is already failing us and failing them, and we are responsible for that. And so now we responsibility for managing. Now, like I said, this is going to be a show, a 2 week show, and I'll ever continue this conversation next week because I not even scratch the surface of some of the things that we people in the what they cause mental health disorder. Then here they cause serious mental health disorder pattern picking there. So even the pressure of telling the picking for go study. You've now some of them pick here they go college now. Well, if then you sit 210, 310 and go sit private to us or one way or the other, something by stroke of luck then go college, they don't believe say the system is fair enough for reward them accordingly. This is why a lot of picking away they go college nowadays, a lot of people do not believe in a fair system. This is the reason why nobody believes that the system works, because they have been a victim of that thing, and it don't traumatize them for life. Nothing can actually take that away from it. This is exactly the result of a broken system. It traumatizes a whole generation. I feel like I don't talk too much about this thing, but I am personally affected by it, and I think if you didn't also you're not bothered by it, then something is wrong with you, because it's something you should be afraid of, you should be bothered by, and we will figure out a solution, a way for fix some of the issues there. So like I say, good luck to the beginning with the situation now. And I pray you don't become a victim of a failed system. I pray you don't become a victim of a system that wasn't designed to protect you. That wasn't designed to actually, or it's not protecting you. A system that is exposing you. And also, please, don't drive your thoughts towards doing anything, nor maintain any bad thoughts, nor encourage or entertain any bad thoughts along that line. Feed yourself, feed your ears, feed your brains with positivity. And failure is just part of the journey we need for get to Usa you want forget to. It doesn't mean the end, it doesn't mean it's done. I know it's expensive, and I know in the society we find ourselves, poverty is one of the core reason for so many mental stress and disorder. But get up, pick up your baggages, and keep going. Now don't stop, because that's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can tell yourself to do, and you can actually do and get to the destination where you want to get to. So my final words for today. Well, before I give my final words, next week we'll continue this conversation, and next week I will talk about things like a grief, how we deal with grief in this country, and how actually grief they cause serious mental stress, mental health disorder in the lives of so many people in this country, but we do not know these things. How would they deal with this poverty would normalize, how they affect me, you too, and how they affect people in our working place, everywhere, how they affect people in the street, unemployment, and they can't talk about those things. Talk about discrimination and stigma, and then they can't talk about something where we don't normalize in this country, where actually is causing a lot of anxiety in most, especially women, which is called body dysmorphia, body shaming. So sit back. Next week is going to be an entertaining show. But my final word for today is this. We get a lot of work to do as Sierra Leoneans. There are so many things that is wrong with our society. There are so many social cues and social practices that is not normal. Not normal. And we have been traumatized by these things over time. We not get the language for understand what's happening, neither the understanding for really put a pin on it, say okay, now this name this because this will not be get older one day. Now we have the resources, we have the language, we have so many information out there. Now we don't understand what are these things. My advice to you at home: be conscious about one, not re-traumatizing your kids. Be conscious about what you do to your partner, do how you don't give a. Be conscious about what you say to your pikin, and let's protect these kids, especially the one way they go school, the one way they are about for city swas. Let's protect them. Me, now your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Thank you for being a part of the show. Stay tuned. By next week, Tuesday, we'll continue this conversation. We're going to have a great one. Until next week, have a good night.
It's never the end, just the downfall of the man, no, not to the end of the life, and then they give up.